Alright guys, Dora here with my review of Copenhagen Games 2016. So for those who do not know, I actually took down first prize, 3,000 euros, and it feels pretty good. Alright, first off with the good things, the format was Swiss into double elimination, and it was 4 decks, 1 band conquest. So I definitely feel like Swiss is the best format for card game tournaments. I feel like there's no argument to be made for anything else so far. And double elimination for the playoffs is also quite good because it gives everyone a second chance if they're unlucky with a matchup or just in general with some draws. And then the 4-deck 1-band conquest I feel like has an edge over last year's standing just because it promotes that all more consistency for all the decks, and you have to make sure all of your decks can actually take a game. So there were no major delays, and the active admins were quite helpful for just helping the tournament move along quite smoothly. And also, last but not least, there was a lot of great players, especially from Sweden and Norway, which did quite well, especially in top 16 as well, so it was quite nice to see. Now to some less fortunate things. So, first of all, you were able to swap deck every single round in between Swiss rounds and in between double elimination rounds. You could swap your deck, and possibly if your opponent had scouted you or was paying attention to the stream or whatever, they could find out what you're playing and make a lineup, especially only to beat you, submit it, and then submit something else for the next round after that. So that's quite annoying to have to deal with, and I'm not sure if anyone actually did that, but just the possibility is quite annoying to think about at least. So there's no planned official stream, which was quite strange and also a bit annoying because it's sort of like a big event. There's a huge prize pool, but there was no real official stream. There was a player stream. HearthBreakers streamed the matches after he was knocked out, which was quite nice, but of course it wasn't the production value that it should have been for such a major event. And then last, there was some DCs that had pretty big influence in some matches. And of course, that's to be expected for a LAN event, but I think you can minimize the damages with some, I think, more fair admin rulings. And I think that's definitely something they have to look into for next time. Alright, so in the end, I want to talk a little bit about the decks I brought for the tournament. As you can see, some of them are heavily inspired by Amnesiac's Winter Championship decks, especially the Rogue and Paladin are basically the same with a few card difference. The Rogue deck has Assassin's Blade, which was really good against control matchups, and I felt like sometimes I needed to reach, especially because some of the best players were bringing heavy control lineups, a lot of control warriors and Murloc Paladins and such. Then there's the Druid deck, which is pretty standard, not much to say about it. The Murloc Paladin deck, I feel like generally is the best Paladin deck right now, and is also Amnesiac's list, but it has double Acolyte because I felt like I needed to draw, especially in matchups like Control Warrior and such, where I'm kind of on a clock. Then there's the Warlock list, which is basically a zoo list, and it's from HearthBreakers. It worked pretty well. It was banned most of the time, so I didn't get to see it that much, but the games that I did play with it, it did really, really well. Then in the end, there's the Warrior deck that I brought for top 3, where we had to bring an additional deck, and it was heavily teched to beat the lineups of Technigoose and Hoy. It was really greedy, it had Nexus Champion Strahd, and it was basically meant to win control versus control, and it definitely outgreeded Technigoose's heavy control lineup, won me Warrior Mirror, so yeah, it did quite well. Alright guys, if you liked it, make sure to let me know in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to the YouTube and to my Twitter and to my Twitch as well.